Happy Friday, everybody! I'm at my favorite place in the world. Very sarcastic. Best Buy. I came to Best Buy because I needed to get a backdoor screen for my GoPro. I don't know if anyone's ever seen one of these before, but if you're familiar with GoPros, you're not able to see what you're filming unless you use Wi-Fi through your phone, or you buy one of these backpacks, at least for the silver models that I have, the GoPro Hero 3. So, in other words, when I'm shooting stuff with the GoPro, it's always a crapshoot. Figured I'd pick this thing up. We had some Best Buy reward bucks in our account, and I'm hoping to get back to snorkeling again soon. If not this weekend, then maybe the following weekend. And I want to actually be able to see what I'm filming so that stuff comes out well this time. I also picked up this, the brand new Faith No More record. I'm gonna give this a shot, despite the fact that one of the reasons why I loved Faith No More was Jim Martin's guitar playing. Jim Martin is no longer part of the band, so don't really know what to expect. I'm hoping that it's good. At the very least, it was on sale, and it was a coupon. So thanks, Beer Man, for telling us about the coupon, and we're gonna listen to the record, and I'll tell you how it sounds eventually whenever we listen to it a couple times over. And I'm not driving, as you can see. I'm in the car, but not moving, because somebody had pointed out in comments, that was a very good comment actually, that I do film a bunch when I'm driving. I'm gonna try to cut back on that a bunch. And you know what you guys should know is that we do have a mount that we use sometimes in the car, and sometimes Mary holds the phone, even if I'm holding the phone, not the phone, rather the camera. It is a distraction. I've never had an accident in all of the years that I've driven, but it was a very good point made in the comments the other day, and I'm gonna try not to add another distraction to me, even if I'm not necessarily in danger of crashing, because most of the time that we film, it's when there's traffic around us. But having said that, it was a very good point, and I'm gonna do my best to not do that in the future. Here back home from running errands and going to the stores, I did pick this up today too. The Vanity Fair article, or Vanity Fair magazine, with the article on Star Wars, the new movie. Finally found it in stores. Now I gotta find time to read it. I'm not sure why Vanity Fair has this dealio with Star Wars, but they've had it for years, for the last couple of movies that have come out. So let me check out the pictures really quick. I'll get to the article and see what it has to say. Finally, you get to see a picture of some snowtroopers hanging out. So we saw these outfits when we were at Star Wars Celebration, and I first mentioned that, like, hey, snowtroopers, we haven't seen them in any commercials yet. And I believe this is Kylo Ren. If it's not, then people can quickly jump on me in comments and tell me I don't know anything of what's going on, but I've been trying to stay somewhat spoiler-free. But I believe this is the villain for the new movie. So look at that. Flip the page. A lot of words, more pictures, creatures. I love seeing all these new creatures. All this means to me, like when it jumps out at me, is like all of these eventually will probably have a toy. So that's a pretty cool shot. New X-Wing. And here you get Captain Phasma. I wore a Captain Phasma shirt to Star Wars Weekends this past week, and we got Eddie trying to jump up on the new magazine. Let's see what else we've got in here before the cat jumps up. Plenty of new pictures and a lot of text. I can't wait to get into this whole thing. We took a picture in front of this prop at Star Wars Celebration also, but you know, obviously not the actual prop from the movie, but a recreation from the Belgian 501st. They always bring the best props to Celebration each year. Here you got kind of like the dream team. So here's John Williams, and you've got, excuse me, J.J. Abrams, Kathleen Kennedy. It's pretty awesome. And Lawrence Kasdan back there. More text, and here we go. It's great. Next page is Judy Bloom. So, are you there? God, it's me, Margaret. Anyhow, Vanity Fair. Finally found it. I also want to show you guys what's in these bags. So, you guys usually ask to see the hauls that we do when we go to these events. This is all from Star Wars Weekends. I don't think that it's all that much, but we'll see. This is one of those moments that I wish Mary was here. So I wanted to show you this freebie first. This is a poster that they're giving to pass holders. This is for week 1. Every week they're going to give a different poster out to pass holders. You go Star Wars Celebration, or Star Wars Weekends rather, 2015 Yoda. I can't remember the last time I got anything for free from Disney for going to the parks, so other than maybe a button, so posters, that's pretty cool. So this is a ridiculous toy item, and I can't resist showing you guys. This is Eddie looking to try to get some attention in the background. But this is like a latex Rancor, so he'll go on the shelf. We've got this slug. We showed this to you in a video the other day when we were in the store. It's just a latex space slug from the movie. Little puppet. Eddie hated it the other day. Let's see how he likes it now. Hello! Scared. He's also extremely scared of the lightsaber sound, so if you have the lightsabers that go shh, he will run into the other room with that noise. Alright, this thing. This is a Han Solo and Carbonite popcorn box. It is ridiculous. I'm not even going to get to open it, but trust me, it's just a box. The popcorn doesn't actually come in the box, because I think they know people want to collect it. They give you popcorn in one of those paper things anyway. I had to get multiples of this, because I had multiple people that wanted them. And unfortunately, you can get one at a time. So we lucked out, bought one Friday night when the line died down, because after you get in line for the store, which is multiple hours, then you have to wait in line for the drinks and food inside of the store for one of these, which was also like over an hour long on Friday, and a couple hours on Saturday just to get these things. And Sunday I went back, got another one, and then we lucked out and we got one in cupcakes that we got at the Rebel Hangar. So now literally 3 people had asked me to pick these up for them. Those 3 people are going to get them. I'm not getting one for myself. I don't believe I'm keeping one for myself, and I don't plan on going back into that Madhouse store for the rest of the time at Star Wars Weekends. I got these Hot Wheels ships in the store because I've never seen them at Toys R Us. They probably paid way more than what they would sell for at Toys R Us to begin with, but I passed on them initially on Friday. When I went back in the store, they were virtually sold out, so I got one of the last of the Ghost. This is from Rebels. And also got the Millennium Falcon, and when I had gone back Friday night, I picked up the last Falcon that they had. And again, the only reason why I picked them up, I do like these, it's just that scalpers would have picked them up if it wasn't for me getting them, and I didn't feel like chasing them in stores. These are made out of metal. And I got a couple of pins as well. This was the pass holder pin for the year, so these were limited to pass holders. You open this up, you get Luke, X-Wing Luke, and the TIE Fighter on the outside. I think these were limited to like 5,000 each, and when I say limited, I mean, 5,000, that's a lot. I got this pin as well. This is an edit. You can see with the battle scene of Hoth. I like this a lot. I don't think I'd ever take this pin out of the container. This was limited to 2,300, so it's pretty cool. And then finally we got this monstrosity. This is another limited set. And when you open the container, you get this big Death Star here, you get this Death Star chaser, and you have these other pins. So these open up multiple ways. Things never want to work when you want them to, right? Here you go. That's what's inside of like one of the pins. They're all different scenes. So you have A New Hope, Empire, and Return of the Jedi. No particular theme to the pin sets this year, so that's that. You get that. Let me show you this last one. A couple of Return of the Jedi scenes, and that's it. And one last thing, I did get this shirt. So Mary and I both got this shirt. This is not actually mine. This is Paul's from Ideology of Madness because I picked him up one. This is The Force Awakens. It's a shirt. 25% of the proceeds go to UNICEF, Force for Change, and I think the logo is on one of these sleeves here. Yeah, you go there, Force for Change. And it's basically the new Stormtrooper and the logo for the movie, and in theaters December 18th. Honestly, I like the design, but I kind of feel like it was an afterthought that maybe they realized just how quickly the shirts sold in Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, and they came up with something so that they could sell the folks. I do know that these shirts are like flying off the shelves, and they've got them in multiple stores, and It's the biggest item that they're selling this year. So, but that's it. I don't anticipate going back to the store at all. So if you see me go back to the store, it's not because I lied to you guys at all or don't want to pick up stuff for folks, but the store is an absolute madhouse this year. It's broken into 2 different sections, one for limited stuff, and you have to go through a whole giant line and wait on outside, then wait on a giant line inside, and then you have just collectibles in that store. And then if you want to go to the general store where like shirts and stuff are, it's another gigantic line and another line inside and another line to check out. It's basically hours and hours of time spent to try to buy stuff again. So, and Eddie is now competing for time again. You hear him in the background. Anyhow, I'm going to wrap up with this. I got to get ready actually because I'm going to be on the Orlando United podcast that's taping tonight in another hour. So I'm going to make a couple notes. I'm going to talk about Star Wars Celebration. And we got to talk about something really, really cool. And we'll get to it after the break. About Halloween Horror Nights. Hey, so somehow now it's like midnight, and we just wrapped up kind of an epic podcast with the Orlando United guys. It was really awesome to be invited by them on the show. Drew, Hate to Fly, Bryman, awesome peeps. The podcast should be up sometime today that you're watching this video. You can go and either go to their site and listen to it there, or you can go to iTunes and subscribe to them. I'll put a link down below so you can check it out, Orlando United. Really fun time. We talked a lot about Star Wars weekends. I gave some honest feedback as to what I think the event is all about this year and how it's progressed lately. And we did talk about one other item, and that was the fact that Halloween Horror Nights 25, big announcements were made today. Jack is back, and Universal put a little teaser video out there with Jack the Clown back, kind of announcing that he's leading his Maniacs into Halloween Horror Nights 25, and gave some details as to the fact that there's 9 houses this year, 5 scare zones. It's going to be bigger than ever, more scare actors, like double the amount of scare actors that they've employed before in the past, and more details are to follow soon. So if you were one of the folks that didn't catch the video that they put out there probably 6 or 7 months ago when the last event ended, you were probably totally surprised that Jack is back. Or if you paid attention to what they had released, going back 6 or 7 months ago when the event ended, you knew that Jack was coming back, but I don't know if you knew that he was going to have such a prominent role in Halloween Horror Nights for this year, which is refreshing because it wasn't outside property like Walking Dead or something else kind of taking center stage this year. It looks like they're going back to trying to focus on what Universal does best, and that's their ground up properties. So more details are expected to come probably, I would guess, sometime maybe first week of June or so. Then they'll be able to get you like ticket prices at that time and firm up everything. All of the event dates are out there on Universal's website right now too, so worth checking out. And one thing I can say is that if you're looking to come into town and go to Halloween Horror Nights and stay at a hotel, a lot of the hotel good rates, like if you're a pass holder rates are kind of already booking out at some of the on-site hotels because of the package deals that they have, as well as just demand this year. So the sooner you lock down a hotel, the better off you'd be. And the only reason why I keep mentioning hotels is that I know a lot of folks stay on site for the hotels, and at least for the first weekend or first couple of weekends. It's a good thing to do when you are enjoying the event as in an adult capacity, when they have a lot of cocktails freely flowing at the event. So it's never a bad idea to stay in a hotel on site when you're kind of indulging that way. But anyhow, I gotta get to sleep because we gotta get up at 5 in the morning and get back to work and do the real day job stuff. But in the meantime, thank you for all of your likes, thank you for your comments, thank you for your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.